There we are, delayed but not denied, huh? Had trouble signing on. Yeah, big traffic snag on the Orange County freeway system there. Bear with me, guys. It's almost time. I'm pulling up the stats now on the other computer. There we go. We got a good one today, hopefully a good one. Last 2 days have been kind of blowouts, you know. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Washington Senators at the California Angels today on a Friday game. Two lefties on the mound today. Mike McCormick for the Senators, George Brunette for the Angels. Both with pretty good cards, 3.46, 3.31. Let's see how they've done in the replay so far. McCormick for the Senators, 1-3, but with a very handsome 3.03 ERA across 39 innings, just 31 hits allowed. For Brunette, trying to find Brunette. Oh my goodness, he's 0-1. He's only made one start, 5 relief appearances, and a very high 6.57 ERA. And a shout out to the chat. Franklin, Ben, Kurt, Mike, Kelly, all here. I got a message from Kenyon. He is getting a new computer or a repair to his computer, I forget which. He'll be back with us on Sunday, hopefully. Let me refresh this here so I can read it better. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me get my coffee. And I'll get the lineups in there and we can get this game underway. I got busy before the game building a small cat tree. It's got enough. But as usual, they take longer to put together than what you think. So I got kind of involved in that and lost track of the time. But it's got everything you need, really. Placed a basket for the top and a little cave and 2 scratching posts and a toy. Put that by the window. That should make Mookie happy. Let's get you the Washington lineup. We'll get it rolling. For the Senators, leading off in center field, Fred Valentine. Ed Brinkman, the shortstop, moves up to the 2 spot in the order. Ken McMullen at third base, back in the 3 spot, with Frank Howard in left batting cleanup. Don Locke will be in right field, hitting 5th. John Orsino, represented here by the nameless card, will be at first base, hitting 6th. Ken Hamlin, the second baseman, bats 7th. Paul Casanova will catch and hit 8th. McCormick, a pretty good hitting pitcher, in the 9 spot. The Angels, defensively, will have Tom Satriano doing the catching. Norm Seaburn at first, Knopp and Fregosi up the middle with Paul Schall down at third, and the outfield left to right of Reichart, Cardinal, and Jackie Warner's back in the lineup today in right field. Wow, Kurt, thanks for that. Fairly recently. Fred Valentine, well, not that recently, but a year and a half roughly. I still consider that fairly recent. Well, of course I would. I still consider music recorded in the year 2000 as new music. And it's 24 years old. Funny how that changes as we get on in years, isn't it? Ready to roll now here. Brunette has finished his warm-ups. And here's the aforementioned Fred Valentine. Comes into this ball game with a .286 average, 5 home runs, and 10 RBIs. Switch hitter, batting right-handed. Here's the pitch for George Brunette. It's going to be a 6-6 right-handed. He walks him. So a leadoff walk to Valentine, and we are underway. Valentine with great speed, star 17 stealer. Let's check the battery now for the Angels. Brunette is 0. And Satriano with a +2. Oh my goodness, that would make him a 19. He'll be held, which makes him a 17, and he's going to try for that lead. Valentine stolen 6 bases so far this season without being caught. 3 through 6 for the lead. It's a 3. He's got it. The pitch to Brinkman. There goes Valentine. Satriano's throw to 17. He's in on a possible overthrow number. Oh my goodness. Satriano a 1-5. Here's the play. He throws it into center field. So Valentine making it happen. Satriano throws the ball away. So Valentine with the steal, the errant throw puts him on third base with nobody out. So Fred Valentine making something happen here in the early going. Here's the next pitch now to Brinkman. 5-6 righty, swung on and missed. 5-5 righty, same result. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So a big K there by Brunette. Infield back early. And here's McMullen. Ken McMullen comes in hitting .230, 3 homers and 9 RBIs. The left-hander checks the runner. Now the windup, the pitch to McMullen, a 5-8 right-handed. It's a grounder to short. Fragosi's going to go to first. The run will score. 6-3, Valentine crosses the plate. That'll be an RBI for McMullen. And it's 1-0 Senators. And with 2 away, Big Frank Howard will come to the plate. Howard leading the club in hitting at .338, but conspicuously only 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Brunette gets the sign from Satriano now. Here's the pitch on a 6-8 right-handed. Single to 1. That liner is right into the glove of Fragosi, and that's going to do it. So Washington will settle for a run without the aid of a hit. That run was basically manufactured by Fred Valentine. And we go to the bottom of the first in a 1-0 ball game. As Mike McCormick tunes up, let's get you the Angel lineup. First, I'm going to open the window. Already have the slider open, but on such a beautiful day, let's open the dining room window as well, which is where I am. The dining room is basically the Strat-O-Matic room. I don't have a dining room table or anything like that. It's also where the cat stuff is set up, and the microwave. I normally eat at the coffee table or a TV tray in the living room, so I don't need it, just for me. Here's the lineup for California. Jose Cardinal leading off in center. Jim Fragosi, the shortstop, hits second. Bobby Knopp, his double play partner, bats third. Rick Reichart in left field in the cleanup spot. Norm Seaburn at first base, hitting fifth. Jackie Warner back in the lineup after a couple days off. He's in right, batting sixth. Paul Shaw, the third baseman, hit seventh. Satriano catches today. Interesting, second game in a row. And a left-handed hitting catcher against McCormick. So I'd have to think there may have been a minor injury to Buck Rogers at this point in the season. Brunette, the pitcher, of course, hits ninth. Washington defensively will have Paul Casanova doing the catching, Orsino at first, Hamlin at second, steady Eddie Brinkman at short, McMullen down at third, the outfield left to right, Frank Howard in left, Fred Valentine in center, and Don Locke in right. Oh, that's interesting, Kurt. The Chuck Brinkman thing. I remember Chuck Brinkman. I did not know he was related to Steady Eddie. Cardinal could barely keep that cap on, and hey, there's Kenyon Gray. So Kenyon apparently, I'm hoping, got his computer issues. Was it a new laptop or a repair, Kenyon? Excuse my short-term memory. You know how it is by now. Anyway, good to see you on a Friday afternoon here. Here's Jose Cardinal to lead it off for California. I'm trying to focus in now. A bit distracted today, but I'm pulling it together. Rein it in, Steve. Jose hitting just 167, 11 for 66, 1 homer, 9 RBIs. Cardinal off to a very slow start despite a pretty darn good card. He's trying to get it going now. McCormick gets the sign for Casanova. Here's the pitch on a 2-4 left-handed. That is a high fly ball drilled to deep left field. Howard going back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. And Cardinal does get it going, leading off with a game-tying home run. Holy cow, how about that? Let's take another look at it. 2-4 left-handed, homer to 8. The roll is a 5. And for Jose Cardinal, his second home run of the season. And just like that, it's a 1-1 ball game. And here's who said there was going to be a high-scoring game today. Franklin predicted a slugfest. If I was a betting man, Franklin, I'd go in with you on that one. Jim Fregosi up now, hitting 289, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. McCormick into the windup. It's going to be a 6-6 right-handed line drive right into the glove of McMullen. We've had quite a few liners to third the last couple of days. Oh, it's air conditioning. Okay. It's both. HP Pavilion and a new monitor, and waiting for the AC. Well, it's important this time of year. You got to have that. I have not needed mine yet, but it's coming. Very pleasant 78 and sunny currently in Spokane. Bobby Knopp steps to the plate, hitting 167. 1 homer, 2 RBIs. McCormick gets the side. Pitch to Bobby's a 6'9" right-hander. That's a ground ball to shortstop. Brinkman charges it on the run, fires to Orsino in time. And there's 2 down. Here's Rick Reichart now, hitting 296. 6 home runs, 11 RBIs for Rick. McCormick gets the sign. The windup and the pitch is a 4-3 right-handed. That's a grounder to third base X. That is McMullen, a 3E24. McMullen ranging to his left. The roll on the play an 8. That's the E rating. We have a roll of a 10 on an E24. And that's a sparkler by McMullen. McMullen makes a fine diving stop to his left, to his feet, and throws the runner out. Holy cow, what a play, McMullen. We're going to exclamate that one. And that will do it in the first for the Angels. They get a run on the leadoff homer by Cardinal. And we've got a tie ball game after 1 inning. Well, at this rate, we'll be 9-9 after 9, right? We're on pace for a 9-9 ball game. Yeah, a friend of mine is real big on, my best friend, Eric, actually. He's very big on pace. And some more interesting info there from Kurt Miller, the factoid man. I have to say, I missed you, Kurt, and the extra facts you bring to the game. Senators will send up Locke, Orsino, and Hamlin here in the second inning. Don Locke batting just 170. 8 for 47, he does have a home run. Brunette gets the sign from Satriano now. The windup to pitch the lock is a 6-5 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Brunette's second K of the game. And here's Orsino. This card fairly close, a nameless card. However, it only accurately represents Orsino versus a left-handed pitcher. Absolutely nothing on his real card against... Whoops. Okay, against righties. Hang on. We got a 3-5. What was I looking at? 6-5. How the hell did I come up with that? Thank you, Ben. 3-5 left-handed is a walk. So I beg your pardon, and thanks to Ben Witz, before I got myself buried deeper into this. So a 3-5 left-handed is a walk to Don Locke. Is that right, man? Did I fix it? And welcome to Dan Douglas. Oh, so I looked at it before. I've done that before. Look at it before it settles. Got to wait till the play ends to call it, right? So Locke's aboard, and here's Orsino now. Orsino, 4 for 13 on the season, 308. Infield at double play depth as Brunette delivers the pitch from the stretch on a 5-8 right-handed. That's going to be a grounder to short, and that's going to be 2. It's Fregosi to Knopp to Seaburn. Double play. I feel better about that now. I don't know why. It is what it is. Here's Hamlin. Hamlin hitting .242, no homers, 2 RBIs. No, I never was an umpire. I wouldn't want that job. Brunette delivers to Hamlin now. 5-9 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Fregosi again, a 2E36. Fregosi into the hole. Here's the play now on a 12. That's the E rating. It's a 7 on a 36. This smells like trouble, and he boots it. Error Fregosi. So E6, second miscue of the game already for California. And Hamlin's aboard. I actually got offered a job to umpire Little League once. I turned it down flat. I didn't think about it for more than a second. Oh, no, you'd be good at it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, thank you. That's all I want is a bunch of angry parents yelling at me, right? Don't need it. I could have stayed working for Safeway if I wanted to continue to have that kind of aggravation. Here's Casanova now. Casanova, let's find his stats. He hasn't played that much. He's been in 10 games, but he's just 6 for 19. He does have a home run. Right-handed batter, Brunette from the stretch. 5-8 right-handed, a grounder to short. Fregosi will take it, go the short way to Knopp to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, a man left on. And it's still a 1-1 tie. There is a big crowd here today, Kelly. Wow. Maybe because it's the weekend, huh? Like I say, I like my group. All are welcome. I certainly do appreciate the support, though. You've left me speechless, Kelly. You can tell. See, right? I can't think of anything to say to that except thank you, everybody. I guess simplest is the best sometimes. California, to bat in the bottom of the inning, it's going to be Norm Seaburn to lead it off. Seaburn interestingly starting against the left-hander, despite the fact that he is 9 for 63 on the season, just 143, no home runs, and just 2 RBIs. Let's look at the real-life card here. 247, 5 home runs. It wasn't a great season, was it? But certainly better than 143. Come on. Left on left here. The pitch to Seaburn, a 2-3. He hits a foul ball to the right side. That's going to be Orsino calling for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Here is Jackie Warner. Warner leading the Angels in most offensive categories. He comes in with a 282 average and a team-leading 7 home runs and 14 RBIs. The 7 home runs places him among the league leaders. Here's the pitch from McCormick. 311 left-handed. That's drilled to deep left field. Oh my God, Howard takes a few steps back and it is gone. Way back and gone. Jackie Warner. The Jackie Warner story continues as he launches his 8th home run of the season. Holy crap. Let's take a look at that now. I'm going to go to my other laptop under League Stats here. Let's take a look at the American League home run leaders here for a second, if I can find it. That puts him in a tie with Boog Powell for the American League lead. Yeah, I kind of thought it was something like that. Holy cow, Jackie Warner moves into a tie for the American League Home Run League. Unfortunately for Warner, he will be injured fairly soon. He ran into the right field wall in May and was never the same. The batter will be Paul Shaw with one down. Shaw comes into the game at 235, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Wait, that doesn't sound right. No, it is right. McCormick into the windup. Here's the pitch to Shaw. It's a 5-4 right-handed. Catcher's card X. That'll be Casanova. Paul, a good fielding catcher, 2E8. The roll on the play of 14. That's a pop out to the catcher. Casanova makes a nice play on it. And there are 2 down. Here's Satriano now. As I mentioned before, Rogers conspicuously absent from the lineup, especially against the left-handed starter. Left on left now. The pitch to Satriano, a 6-7, is a grounder to second base X. That's going to be Ken Hamlin. Hamlin, a 3E34. Hamlin ranges behind the bag. Here's the play. On a 7, he's got it. Plugs up the middle and throws him out. 4-3X side is retired. The Angels take the lead on the Jackie Warner home run, and through 2 innings complete, it is California 2, Washington 1. Regularly in the high teens. Well, you know what? I'll take it. That's wonderful. Flattering, to be sure. I'm still trying to get better at this, guys. I mean, I'm my own worst critic, I suppose, but sometimes I'll go back and look at some of these and think, oh man, you should have said that, or that could have been better. To the 3rd we go. Mike McCormick will lead it off. He's going to be batting left-handed. He's a 7 hitting pitcher with end power, so pretty good bat handler. Left on left as Brunette delivers. 1-9, struck him out. Down goes McCormick, 1 away. And here's Valentine. Fred Valentine almost single-handedly manufactured that run for Washington in the first when he walked, stole second, took third on the overthrow, and scored on a ground out. Batting right-handed now. Burnett delivers on a 6-9. That's a base hit up the middle for Valentine, and he's going to get a chance to show off those wheels again. Held, he's a 17. And as Eddie Brinkman steps to the plate, he's going to try for that lead with one out. 3 through 6. On a 9, he does not get it this time. And here's the next pitch to steady Eddie. 5-11 right-handed. Fly ball to left field X. That's going to be Rick Reichart. Reichart a 3-E-9 out there. Reichart ranging towards the line. There's the play now. On a 17, he's there to haul it in on a fly ball A deep in the corner. So deep, in fact, that Valentine tags up and moves into second. So some alert base running there by Fred Valentine. Valentine wheels are on display today. Two down, and here's Ken McMullen. Runner takes his lead from second. Brunette, a look back there, now comes back to the plate on a 5-5. Struck him out. Brunette's third K of the afternoon, and that retires the side. No runs a hit, one left on. And it's still a 2-1 ball game. Let's see. He popped back, he retired and popped back up. That's Hernandez, of course, you're speaking of. Angel Hernandez, that I do know. Well, I guess we'll see if it takes this time, huh? Visions there of Michael Keaton and Mr. Mom. It didn't take? I don't know why these things pop into my head. Okay. Angels batting in the bottom of the third. George Brunette will lead it off. He's a right-handed batter. One with end power. One with end power, huh? Yep, sure enough, right there. Weird combination. We'll go with it. McCormick will wind up. 2-10, he walks him. That's right, the only thing on a one pitcher's hitting card is the 2-10 walk, and he found it. So McCormick, the unforgivable sin of walking the opposing pitcher, especially leading off an inning. Let's see if it comes back to bite him now. They turn the lineup over, and here's Jose Cardinal. Cardinal homered his first time up to put the Angels on the board. McCormick working from the stretch now. Pitch to Jose, a 1-5 left-hander. It's a grounder to second. Hamlin to his left, a diving stop to his feet, throws to first, and Brunette moves into second on the play. And here's Fregosi now, line to third his first time up. 2-1 California, just getting underway here on a Friday afternoon. Find a comfortable spot and hang out with me for an hour or so. McCormick delivers to Fregosi on a 4-7 right-handed. It's a two-hopper to short. Brinkman has it, looks the runner back, and throws him out. So nice play, Eddie Brinkman. And here's Bobby Knopp. Knopp 0 for 1. Trying to pick up the pitcher at second. McCormick delivers, 3-9 left-handed. He struck him out. For McCormick, his first strikeout of the ball game, and it came at an opportune moment. That'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, a man left in scoring position, and after 3 complete, Angels 2, Senators 1. So it looked like a slugfest. Brewing in the offset has calmed down a little bit now. There, of course, is the real-life score off to the left of the team names. May 11th, 1966, this game was played, the third game of a 4-game set. And here's Brunette getting ready to pitch the fourth. Frank Howard will lead it off for Washington. Big Frank lined to Fregosi his first time up. Brunette gets the sign from Satriano. There's the pitch. 4-8 right-handed is a triple on a 1. On a 7, that's going to hang up in center field for Cardinal, who makes the put out for the first out. No relation to Joe Satriani, right? I don't know. Is it Tom Satriano? God, why can't I remember these things? It is Tom Satriano. I have no idea if Tom played guitar or not. Here's Don Locke. Locke walked his first time up. Brunette into the windup. Delivers a 2-2 left-handed, and he hits him on a 1. Oh, my God. The regulars know what that means. Looks like there's a brouhaha developing on the field. The dust settles. Here's the roll for the ejection on a 20. Both pitcher and batter are ejected. So Brunette hit Locke. Locke halfway down to first. Some words were exchanged. Locke charged the mound. Both benches emptied. And when the dust settled, both Brunette and Locke have been ejected from the ball game. So a rare play, a house rule. Washington will send in a pinch runner for Locke. Locke playing right field. Jim King will come into the ball game and take over in right. King a 2E5 with a 0 arm. He goes down to first base, running for the ejected Locke. For the Angels, thought they're bringing a reliever, and he'll get all the time he needs. Righties due up. They'll have to hit for Orsino, because this card is only good against a lefty. I'm looking at relief endurance here above anything. They're going to call on Jack Sanford, the righty. Starter reliever, Sanford with an endurance rating of 4 out of the pen. Sanford on the season, 6 appearances, 2 of them starts, and he's 0-2 with a 5.12, a right-handed pitcher. Brunette ends up going 3 1/3 and had not allowed a hit. Oh man, that's a shame. No, that isn't true. Valentine had a single. I beg your pardon. One hit, 1 run so far. The runner at first, of course, still his responsibility. He walked a pair. Struck out 3. You'll have a pinch hitter now for Orsino. Only because the nameless card for Orsino only valid against left-handed pitching. So we're going to need another catcher for Washington now. I have to admit, I did not need this today. That's going to be Doug Camilli, the only option. Camilli a 4E4 with a 0. No. Blast it all. Take that back. I apologize, guys. I wasn't ready for a double ejection today. My fault. This is not the catcher spot. This is the first base spot. That doesn't leave us a whole lot of options either. Bob Chance played in this game in real life. Let's see what else they've got in the lineup already. McMullen can move. No, it'll be Chance. So Chance will come on and play first. A 4E30. Orsino was so bad defensively that a 4E30 is actually going to be an improvement for Washington there. Chance, a left-handed hitter. Has not played much on the season, just 2 for 15. Right, Franklin? Yeah, you weren't thinking that kind of slugfest. Okay, everybody settled down now. Crowd of about 9,500 are pretty fired up still. As Chance steps in now, left-handed batter. Runner on first with 1 down. Sanford ready to work now. Satriano flashing the signs from the stretch. Pitch to Chance on a 1-5. Struck him out. So Chance fans, 2 down, and the batter will be Hamlin. Sanford from the stretch delivers to Hamlin on a 3-6 right-hander. It's a 2-hopper down to third. Paul Shaw has it smoothly over to Seaburn, and the side is retired, and hopefully order restored. No runs, no hits, 1 left on, and it's still a 2-1 ball game as we take it to the bottom of the 4th. How's everybody doing today? Right, Kenyon? I guess that's why it was a platoon. It makes sense. Actually, I should have used Dick Nen. We'll save him for a more important at bat. Reichart will lead off the bottom of the 4th. He's 0 for 1. McCormick gets the sign from Casanova. Pitch to Reichardt's a 4-4 right-hander. The fly ball to center field X. That's Valentine, a 4E8. Valentine on his horse now. Here's the play on a 16. He's got it. Nice running catch, Fred Valentine. 8X, 1 away. And here's Norm Seaburn. Seaburn 0 for 1. Left on left, McCormick set. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 5-3. Left-handed. Grounder to first base X. That's going to be Chance now, a 4E30. Here's the roll on the play. On a 5, he can't get it. That's down the line. That's going to be extra bases. And Shaw will cruise in with a double. Seaburn will cruise in with a double. Inadvertently picked up Seaburn's card with the fielding chart. Did you catch that? Yeah. And Mookie's here. Put your head in there, Mookie. There you go. Just wanting to say hello. A 1-out double for Seaburn. And here's Jackie Warner. Warner hit his 8th home run of the season his first time up. Warner standing in from the right side. McCormick gets his side. Here's the pitch to Warner. That's going to be a 4-7 right-handed. A grounder to short. That's Steady Eddie. He's got it. Throws him out 2 down. Runner holds. And the batter will be Shaw. Shaw 0 for 1 today. McCormick gets his sign, now delivers to the plate on a 4-9 right-handed, a single to 17 on a 9, that's down for a base hit. Knocked down at short by Brinkman, he has no play, but he kept it on the infield, and Seaburn will have to hold at third. So base hit Shaw puts runners on the corners with 2 down. And here's Satriano now. McCormick trying to get out of a little jam now. Angels already lead by a run. Satriano 0 for 1 in the game, left on left, as McCormick from the stretch delivers the 5-10, fly to right field and shallow. Charging in is King, who makes the catch for the out. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. Through 4, it's Angels 2, Senators 1. I'm going to make a few changes to my defensive card. And we'll move it along to the 5th inning. So Satriano fails to come through. It's still a 2-1 ball game. And here's Sanford. He'll be facing Paul Casanova, the pitcher, and Fred Valentine. For some reason, I want to call Paul Casanova Raul Casanova. I can't seem to get that out of my mind for some reason. It's driving me crazy. Let me refresh this here. Apologize for all the distractions today, guys. It's been that kind of day. Casanova 0 for 1. Sanford, the right-hander, into the windup. That's going to be a 1-4. Tapper down to third. Shaw has it. Throws him out, 1 down. And here's McCormick, left-handed hitter with end power. The pitch from Sanford on a 2-12. He loses him, ball 4. So Sanford walks the pitcher with 1 down. And that turns the lineup over, and here's Fred Valentine. Valentine's been on both times so far. He'll turn around and bat left-handed against Sanford. Satriano flashing some signs now. Sanford a glance at the runner. Comes to the plate 6-7 left-handed, and that's a single 2 stars, and Valentine is hot today. McCormick will round and head into third on a long single by Fred Valentine. First and third, 1 away. Valentine will have to be held on. He's a 17 held, right? Sanford a new pitcher, so let's double check that. Same hold rating as Brunette, so yes, he's a 17 held. Trying for the lead, 3-6. 6, he's got it, 1-17. The pitch to Brinkman. There goes Valentine. The throw, he's stolen it. Second stolen base of the game for Valentine. And now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away. Ken McMullen at the plate. Frank Howard on deck. The Angels will pull the infield in now. Second and third, 1 down for McMullen, who's 0 for 2. Sanford gets his sign. The pitch to McMullen is a 1-8 right-handed. It's a grounder to short, but with the infield in, plus it's a 2-star single. That's going to plate 2, and the Senators take the lead. So pulling the infield in backfires here on California. It's a whoops. First of all, I read that wrong. It's a 1-8 right. Well, no, wait a minute. It's a 1-8 right-handed, but the batter should have been Brinkman. My apologies, guys. I'm a mess today. Good grief. Okay, let's back it up here. Second and third, 1 out. Infield was in. On a 1-8 to Brinkman, it's a grounder to short A. With the infield in, Fregosi will throw out the runner at first, and the runners will hold. So the infield in does pay dividends here. It prevents a run, and here's McMullen now. Sanford staring in. Second and third, 2 down. Takes to Ken McMullen on a 2-9 single to center field. It's an open single. McCormick scores easily. Valentine can try to score. Valentine is 16 with 2 outs, 18. Cardinella minus 2, 16. He's coming. The throw to the plate. He's in there. A 2-run single by Ken McMullen, and the Senators take the lead 3-2. McMullen will hold at first. McMullen, a slow runner. He would have been a 1-4 going to second had the Angels elected to, they would have cut it off and thrown him out. So yeah, that's to try to explain that play. Here's Howard now, 0 for 2. Sanford from the stretch, 110, base hit into center field. That's an open single. McMullen could go to third. 1 through 11 plus 2, 13. Minus 2, 11. He will hold up. Third hit off of Sanford this inning. And here's Jim King. Jim King came in to play right field to replace Don Locke, who was ejected from the ball game. First and second, 2 down. King on the season hitting .229, but with 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. The 15 RBIs leads the Senators team. The pitch from Sanford on a 1-8, he walks him, and the bases are loaded. And Sanford is in all kinds of trouble here now. 3-1. And here's Chance. The Angels would certainly like to see Sanford complete this inning, as he's due to lead off in the bottom of the inning. Not much on Chance's card. Sanford with the sign now. The pitch to Chance on a 2-11 struck him out. And the side is retired. The Senators strand 2 in scoring position, but they also score 2 on 3 hits, leave the bases full, and they take a 3-2 lead to the bottom of the 5th. For California, they'll be sending up a pinch hitter for Jack Sanford to lead things off. Sanford worked 1 2/3. He allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, two walks, and 2 strikeouts. Looking ahead at the Washington lineup, they'd like to get another right-hander out there, and they're going to go to Lou Burdette, who also pitched in this game in real life. We'll have a pinch hitter here against McCormick. And the batter will be Jimmy Pearsall. Pearsall has not played much so far in this replay. He is 5 for 17, does not have an RBI. 5 for 17, that comes out to 294. So Pearsall's done a nice job off the bench. and he'll pinch hit here to start off the bottom of the fifth. McCormick gets the sign from Casanova now. Here's the pitch to Pearsall. It's going to be a 3-6 left-handed. It's a grounder to short. Eddie Brinkman behind the bag, cuts it off and throws him out. Pearsall retired. One away, and here's Cardinal. Cardinal 1 for 2 with a home run. Left-hander delivers on a 6-2 righty as a grounder down to third. That's McMullen. He's got it. Long throw across in time. And quickly there's 2 away in the fifth. With 2 down, Jim Fregosi will be the hitter. Fergosi's 0 for 2 today. McCormick, the windup and the pitch is a 1-11 left-handed. He pops him up. Left side, Brinkman calling, and he'll take it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Mike McCormick. Through 5 here at the Big A, it is now Senators 3, Angels 2. And here's Lou Burdett coming on to pitch for the Angels. I took Mookie for his first vet appointment this morning. He had his first shot exam. Then this Amazon cat tree arrived, and I was trying to put it together. Does anybody else get flustered by putting this crap together? I'll tell you what, it drives me up a tree. I'm trying to explain my distractedness today. Is that even a word, distractedness? I don't know, but I like it. I'm sticking with that one. I don't think it is, but I'm going to use it anyway. Anyway, here's Burdett. Burdett in the replay so far has been in 9 ball games, 1-1 with a 2.45 ERA. So Burdett has been a mainstay in the California pen so far. Rated 2 for relief endurance. And he'll be facing the bottom of the Washington lineup. That's Hamlin, Casanova, and the pitcher's spot. Burdett a right-hander. Hamlin 0 for 2 today. Burdett gets his sign now. The windup pitch to Hamlin is a 2-11 right-handed as a grounder to the right side. Knopp plugs the hole and throws him out. So you're not going to get too many by Bobby Knopp, Gold Glove winner in 1966 in real life. And here's Casanova, the catcher, 0 for 2 today. Burdett gets the sign. The pitch to Casanova is a 3-9 right-handed, swung on and missed strike 3 right in the heart of his good column. Down he goes. McCormick will bat. He's a pretty good hitting pitcher. Left-handed batter with end power. Burdett delivers on a 5-2, struck him out. So nice job by Burdett, a 1-2-3-6 with 2 strikeouts. And we've still got a 3-2 game. Close game today. And this also threw me. I expected a slugfest in today's game, and then to top it off, we had a 20-sided roll of a 1 on a hit by pitch, which resulted in a double ejection. So crazy day so far on all fronts. Mike McCormick entering his first inning of potential fatigue. He's rated a 6 for endurance. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, and it will be Knopp, Reichard, and Seaburn due for California. Bobby Knopp 0 for 2 today. McCormick gets his sign now. The pitch to Knopp on a 3-7 left-handed is a ground ball down to third base. Stopped by McMullen, who throws him out. Here's Reichart now. Rick 0 for 2. McCormick 1-6, triple to 3 on a 7. That's going to hold up in center. Valentine fading back now and hauls it in for out number 2. So Reichart gave it a ride. Valentine able to make the play on it. Now with 2 away, it'll be up to Norm Seaburn. Seaburn 1 for 2 with a double. Left on left. Here's the pitch from McCormick. A 4-6 left-handed, and he loses in ball 4. A 2-out walk to Seaburn. Seaburn very slow, 1 through 9 runner. No chance to steal. And here's Jackie Warner. Castle or outhouse for Jackie Warner, 8 home runs, tied for the American League lead. At the same time, look at all those strikeouts. Warner would fit in well in today's game, wouldn't he? Home run, walk, or strikeout, right? Okay, here he is from the stretch. Pitch from McCormick's a 5-9 right-handed. That's drilled to deep left field. Backing up is Howard at the track, leaps at the wall. It's gone. Warner with his 2nd home run of the game and 9th of the season, which puts him into sole possession of the American League home run lead, passing the Boog. Holy crap, Jackie Warner. Let's take another look at it. It's a 5-9 right-handed, homer to 9, the roll a 7. Oh my God, Jackie Warner with a 2 home run day puts the Angels back in front 4-3. Oh my God, what a ball game. It's a seesaw affair. Warner doing most of the damage. All 4 Angel runs coming on home runs. And here's Shaw. Let me do a refresh here. I'm missing chat. And there's Jeremiah. Welcome, Jeremiah. Yeah, I return a lot too. Shaw 1 for 2. McCormick rubbing up a new ball now. Now set. Here's the windup and the pitch to Shaw. That's going to be a 2-6 left-handed, and he loses in ball 4, and that fatigues McCormick. Holy cow. So here comes Hodges. That'll do it for McCormick. And it's early showers for both starters today. McCormick 5 2/3. 5 hits, 4 runs so far. The runner at first, his responsibility. He walked 3. Struck out just the 1. Casey Cox will come out of the Washington pen and take over. Cox appeared in this game in real life as well. Pretty good card. Let's see what he's done in the replay. Been in 5 ball games. He's 1-2 with a 3.12 ERA over 8 2/3 innings. So Cox has done a pretty good job so far. And he'll face Satriano with Shaw at first and 2 down. Satriano 0 for 2. Cox gets the sign now from the stretch. That's a 5-7 left-hand. That's a base hit into center field for Satriano. Shaw can try to go to third on that. He's a 14 with 2 outs, 16. Valentine a -1, 15. He's going to go for it. And they're going to throw. They're going to throw to third base. He's in there on a 15. That was for you, Kenyon. Now leading. What do we do with Burdette? He's a 1 right-hander. They've really got to get more than one inning out of Burdett. He's going to bat. Right-handed hitter Cox delivers 6-5 and struck him out. One of those cases where a 6-5 lefty or righty would have resulted in the third out of the inning, no matter who the batter was. The minor flaw of Strat-O-Matic, by the way, if I have one, is the 50-50 thing. Especially for pitching. No matter how good the pitcher is, if you get a string of rolls on the hitter's cards, there's going to be some runs scored. And the Angels plated 2 here in the bottom of the 6th on the 2-run homer by Jackie Warner, his second of the ball game. And after 6 complete, it's California 4, Washington 3. And we'll see if that move pays off for California. They would like to ideally go from Burdett right to Bob Lee in this game and not have to get any deeper into their pen in a tight one. Yes, Kenyon, absolutely. We were talking about that earlier. He crashed into the wall in May of '66, injuring himself, and was never the same. One can only wonder what might have been for Jackie Warner. Burdett ready to go to work in the 7th now. And before he does, I'm going to refill my coffee here quickly. There we go. Damn, that's good. I need all the help I can get today, fellas. Burdett ready to pitch to Valentine. Valentine has not been retired today. He's 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 stolen bases, 2 runs scored. He'll be batting lefty against Lou Burdett. Here's the windup on the pitch on a 5-9. That's ripped over the bag and into right field, down into the corner. Valentine can run like a rabbit now. Rounding second, Warner picks it up. Valentine in with a triple. And it's pretty much the Fred Valentine show here today for the Senators. That puts the tying run at third with nobody out. And here's Eddie Brinkman, a B bunter. The Angels will pull the infield in. Brinkman. I'm tempted to throw the squeeze play out there here. However, the infield in, that makes him a C. Not really advisable, so we're not going to do that. He's going to hit away. 0 for 3. Infield in. The pitch from Burdett on a 4-2, base hit into right field, and that'll drive in Valentine, and the game is tied again. An RBI single by Steady Eddie plates Valentine, and it's 4-4. Brinkman a star 15 stealer, Burdett a -1, Satriano a +2, so that's a +1 battery. Brinkman star 16, he will be held, making him a 14. With the 8 and 10 automatic caught, he will not try for the lead. Instead, Ken McMullen will hit away. Burdett now in his second inning of relief. One more hitter walk will fatigue him. McMullen and Howard do, and then lefties. Boy, this is crazy. Minnie Rojas throwing. They may have to go to the pen earlier than they wanted to. Runner at first being held, nobody out. And Ken McMullen at the plate with Frank Howard on deck. Burdett gets the side now. From the stretch, the pitch to McMullen is a 2-6 right-handed. It's a homer, 1-3. Oh my God, it's a drive to left field. Right cart back at the wall, leaps, and it's gone on a 1. Can you believe this ball game? Ken McMullen with his 4th home run of the season. Brinkman scores. 2 ribbies for Ken. And it's 6-4 Washington in a back-and-forth duel. And the blood is running hot between these two teams today, as witnessed by the double ejection back in the 4th. McMullen pumps his fist as he rounds the bases. And Burdett is fatigued. Holy crap, here comes Rigney. And they're going to go to Mini Rojas now. So Burdett 1+, 3 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 2 K. Burdett was flawless in the 6th, and then they lit him up like a pinball machine here in the 7th. Here comes Mini Rojas to pitch to Frank Howard. Rojas so far in the replay, 6 ball games, a 1-1 mark with a 5.40 ERA. This is exactly what the Angels did not want, was to have to get deeper into their bullpen. But they've lost the lead, Burdett fatigued, and they have no other choice. Still nobody out. And here's Frank Howard, 1 for 3. Rojas has completed his warm-ups now. Big Frank at the plate, Rojas into the windup. 6-2, right-handed is a fly to left field X. That's going to be Reichart. A 3E9 out there. Reichart on his horse. Here's the play. On an 18, he hauls it in for the out. Nice running catch, Reichart. A 4 would have allowed a hit on that. And here's Jim King. Walked his first time up. Rojas gets the sign. Pitch to King on a 4-8 left-hander. He pops him up on the right side. Knopp. And there's 2 down. And here's Bob Chance. Chance 0 for 2. Struck out twice. Rojas gets his sign. Pitch to Chance. 3-10 right-handed. Swung on and missed strike 3. And it's the hat trick for Bob Chance. So Rojas restores order, but not before Washington plates 3 on 3 hits. And they'll take a 6-4 lead to the bottom of the inning. Casey Cox coming back out. Top of the order for California. I tell you, gang, I'll take all the help and advice I can get today. Just saying. Here's Cardinal, 1 for 3 with a home run. Cox gets the sign from Casanova. Here's the windup on the pitch. 2-8 right-handed. He goes the other way with it and lines a single into right field for his second hit of the game. Cardinal with a leadoff single. Jose, a star 17 stealer, and Cox with a poor hold, +3. Casanova, a -1. That would make it 19. They'll hold him on, making him a 17, and he's going to try for that lead, 2 through 6. Jim Fregosi at the plate. Cardinal trying for the lead on a 7. He does not get the lead. What would he be on the second number? 15 minus 11. He's an 11 on his back number. He'll stay put. Runner held as Fregosi stands in. Fregosi 0 for 3. Cox working from a stretch now. Pitch to Fregosi, a 2-2 with the runner held. That is a single up the middle. Cardinal rounds and heads for third. So a grounder to short plus, that would have been a double play, but with the runner held, it's a 2-star single. And the Angels have the tying runs aboard with nobody out in the heart of the order coming to bat. Oh my goodness, what a frickin' ball game. Bobby Knopp is 0 for 3. No danger of fatigue for Cox, who's rated 3 for endurance. How are they going to play this now? Leading by 2, they will. Let's check Fregosi. They're going to have to hold Fregosi. $16, $19, $18 held. He's a 16. So the infield will be at double play depth. The runner held. Should we try to steal here? 1 to 16. He's the tying run. I think I would steal with 1 out. With nobody out, I'm going to let Knopp take a shot at it. Runner held. Here's the pitch to Knopp on a 6-6 right-handed. Fly ball to center field. That's going to be deep enough to score a run. Backing up is Valentine. Tagging is Cardinal. He'll come in to score, and it's 6-5. RBI Knopp, 1 away. And Rick Reichart will be the batter. Reichart 0 for 3 today. Fregosi held at 16. He's trying for the lead. 2 through 5 are 12. On a 9, he does not get the good lead, and Reichart will hit away. Cox from the stretch delivers 2-8 right-handed, and he hits him. Oh my goodness. Retaliation for Locke, perhaps? In any case, Cox is going to receive a warning from the home plate umpire. Al Salerno giving the warning. Fregosi moves down to second. Still just 1 out, and Norm Seaburn the hitter. Seaburn 1 for 2 with a walk. Cox staring in to get the side now. The pitch to Seaburn is a 3-12 right-handed single into center field. That's an open single. Fregosi could try to come in on that. He is a 15. Valentine a -1 makes it a 14. He's the tying run with 1 out. They're going to hold him. Now, I know many people would send him there, but I'll try to explain my thinking on this a little bit. The go-ahead run is Reichart, okay? Combine that with the fact, this is the tying run. They have a chance to take the lead. Combine that with the fact that you never want to make the second out of an inning at the plate, and they chose to hold him up. So now the bases are loaded, and look who's coming up. That's right, it's Jackie Warner. 2 home runs already today. Casanova out to the mound now to have a word with Cox. 6-5 ball game, bottom of the 7th. Boy, Franklin, did you call it or what? It looked like it was calming down here in the 3rd and 4th, but all hell's broken loose now. Here's Warner, nowhere to put him. Infield at double play depth. Bases loaded, 1 down. Cox, the full windup. That's going to be a 2-3 right-handed. He struck him out. Oh my God, is that a big out? It'll be up to Shaw. Shaw 1 for 2 with a walk. Cox checks the runners now. The windup on the pitch to Shaw is a 1-6 right-handed, a homer on a 1. Couldn't be any further from it, though. On a 20, that's going to hang up in left field for Frank Howard, who puts it away to retire the side, and the Angels leave the bases loaded. They do score a run on 3 hits. After 7 complete, it's Senators 6, Angels 5. So the Angels wasted a big chance there. Some nifty pitching by Cox to wiggle out of that jam. The strikeout of Warner was absolutely huge. And in retrospect, maybe I should have sent for Gossi. I do tend to try to look at the potential amount of runs that could be scored and not just focus on the one single run, if that makes sense. If he's thrown out at the plate, you've run yourself out of a potential big inning. They did not get the big inning, so of course in retrospect it looks bad. I realize that. Rojas will come out again. Let me refresh this here so I can see. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Ken Hamlin will lead off the 8th for the Senators. He's 0 for 3 today. Rojas, the sign from Satriano. Here's the windup. The pitch to Hamlin is a 5-3 right-handed. It's a comebacker, grounder to the pitcher X. Rojas, a 4-0. Here's the play. On a 9, it's the error range. On an E0, he makes the play, of course. 1-3X, 1 away. And here's Casanova. Casanova's 0 for 3 today. Rojas into the windup. That's going to be a 2-10 right-handed fly ball into right field and playable for Jackie Warner, who puts it away. Now what to do with Mr. Cox. Cox has been just shaky enough. They're going to hit for him and bring in the closer, Ron Klein. Klein throwing. Pinch hitting for Cox. Against Rojas. Will be Willie Kirkland. Willie played in this game in real life as well. So far in the season, though, he's just 1 for 10. The one hit, however, a home run. Not all that surprising looking at his card versus righties. So Kirkland standing in from the left side with 2 down. Rojas into the windup. Pitch to Willie's a 5-3 left-handed. It's a grounder to the pitcher X. Again, that's a 4-0. Here's the play. On a 13 error rating, and he makes the play. So some nifty fielding by Mini Rojas out there. Being the 5th infielder today, he throws a 1-2-3-8. And as we go to the bottom of the 8th, Dick Nen's going to come in and take over at first base for Chance. So Nen a 2E15. The 3rd first baseman of the game for Washington. First time I think I've done that. So Cox is done. He went 1 1 1/3. 4 hits. 1 run. No walks, but he hit a batter and struck out a pair. Coming on is Klein, 23 saves in real life. Let's see what he's done in the replay. Klein in 6 ball games, 2-0 with 2 saves in our replay, 3.86. So Klein, the closer on now, the stopper. I don't think they called it a closer then, did they? It was the stopper. Satriano, the pitcher's spot, and Cardinal. Satriano 1 for 3 today. Left-handed batter. Klein gets the sign from Casanova now. The windup. The pitch to Satriano on a 5-5. It's a fly to right field and fairly deep. King backing up now and hauls it in. 1 down. And we'll have a pinch hitter for Rojas. And that's going to be Kirkpatrick. Ed Kirkpatrick grabbing a bat. Kirkpatrick also pinch hit in this game in real life. He'll come to bat here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th and his team trailing by a run. Kirkpatrick on the season hitting just 167, 5 for 30, a home run and 4 ribbies. Klein into the windup. The pitch to Ed is a 1-5, single to 4 on an 8. That is speared by Hamlin at second. What a play by Hamlin for the second out. Bob Lee throwing in the California pen. He'll come on to pitch the 9th, and here's Cardinal with 2 down. Klein into the windup. Pitch to Jose on a 1-2, and he hits him. Holy crap, it's a hit fest today. And I'm not talking about base hits. The 3rd hit batter of the afternoon. Cardinal with great speed, but Klein with that amazing -5 hold. Combined with Casanova's -1, well, the most it can be is 5. So Cardinal's a 12, not held. So there's no need to hold him. And here's Fregosi. Free reign to steal for Cardinal if he wants to go at 60%. He's the tying run. It's a thought. I don't like stealing at 60. I don't even really like stealing at 65. Although I'll do that from time to time. Definitely at 70. 60% though. Now we're going to let Fregosi bat. Runner not held. Takes a fairly big lead. Klein from the strip. Comes to the plate 1-9. It's a comebacker. Klein has it. Throws him out. And that will do it in the 8th. No runs, no hits, a man left. There was another hit batter. So, well, there was, Franklin, but I assume that was for Cox hitting Seaburn. So you're saying it applies to everybody. I'm not sure about that one. Umpire judgment here would be that, for me anyway, Klein had nothing to do with it. And he's certainly not going to hit the tying run deliberately in the 8th inning. So no intent ruled on the part of Klein. We go to the 9th. Bob Lee will come on and pitch for California. We can close the book on Rojas. 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and a K. Lee, the save leader for California, also pitched in this game in real life. No record but 3 saves and a brilliant 0.90 ERA. Hang on a second, I gotta get Mookie off the field. This isn't a day for this, Mookie. All hell's breaking loose here. So Bob Lee will come on and pitch the 9th, top of the order for Washington. Valentine has not been retired today. He walked, singled twice, and tripled. He scored 3 times. Batting left-handed now. Lee gets the sign from Satriano. Here's the pitch to Valentine on a 5-5, single to 3. That liner's right into the glove of Bobby Knopp. On an 18, Valentine retired finally today. Somebody came in who could figure out how to get Valentine out. And there's So. Welcome, So. Yeah, you came in on a doozy. And there's Bob Cole live and in person. How about that? Haven't seen Bob live for a while. Bob, as you may know, follows the videos, the replays. And Bob, I believe, a Pittsburgh fan, right, Bob? Bob, earlier in the year when I wasn't keeping all these stats, was personally tracking Matty Alou. Here's Brinkman with 1 down. Bob Lee gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Brinkman now. It's a 1-7 right-handed. It's a base hit into left field for Eddie Brinkman. So Brinkman with a 1-out single, his 2nd hit of the afternoon. He's a star 15 stealer. Lee with a -2 hold. Satriano a +2, so that's a wash. With the star 15, they're going to have to hold him on, making him a 13. So McMullen will bat with the runner held. Ken McMullen's 2 for 4 today. He has 5 RBIs. So tough competition there between him and Valentine for player of the game so far. Lee working from the stretch. Pitch to Ken McMullen, a 5-7 right-hander. That's a grounder to short, and that's going to be 2 for Gosse. To Knopp, to Seaburn, double play. And that will end the inning. Nothing across for the Senators in the 9th. They go to the bottom of the 9th here at the Big A. Senators leading 6-5. Klein coming out for his 2nd inning, trying for the save. Heart of the order up for the Angels. It's Knopp, Reichard, and Seaburn. If anybody gets on, Jackie Warner, who's already hit 2 home runs today. Knopp 0 for 3 with a sac fly. Klein gets the sign. The pitch to Bobby, a 2-7 right-handed base hit up the middle, and the tying run is aboard to lead off the bottom of the 9th. And you knew it wasn't going to be easy, didn't you? Not in this ball game. Holy crap. Oh, I got you, Bob. Okay. Yeah, I did that night work for, about 18 years. Jeez, I'm glad that's over. Let's check the situation now. Knopp, not a threat to steal. Rick Reichart, the batter. Rick's 0 for 3 today. Was drilled by a pitch in the 7th. Reichart would like a little payback for that here, although it was It was Cox who hit him. Klein gets the sign from the stretch. Pitch to Reichard. It's a 5-5. It's a fly ball into right field and playable for King. He's there to make the catch, and there's one down. Norm Seaburn will come to bat now, and barring a double play, Jackie Warner will come to the plate this inning. Seaburn's 2 for 3 with a walk. Klein would love to get a ground ball here and not have to face Warner. From the stretch, pitch to Seaburn on a 5-12. It's a grounder to second base X. Could be. Hamlin a 3E34. Here's the play. On a 9, E rating, and it's that dreaded 5 on a 34, and he boots it. Error Hamlin. Oh my goodness, a crucial error by Ken Hamlin puts the winning run at first base and pushes the tying run into scoring position with one down. First error for Washington. And here's Jackie Warner, who hit his 8th and 9th home runs of the season in this ball game already, to take over the American League home run lead. So Klein in a jam now as Casanova goes out to talk to him. Probably going over how they're going to pitch Warner. Okay, back behind the plate now. Klein staring in. Checks the runners. From the stretch, the pitch to Jackie Warner is a 4-8 right-handed grounder to third base B. That's McMullen down to Hamlin for one, and that's all. That's going to be a force. Knopp will cruise into third. Seaburn erased. Warner to first. And the Angels are down to their last out. With the tying run standing at third base, Paul Shaw strides to the plate. Paul 1 for 3 with a walk today. Runners take their leads. Klein. A glance at Knopp over there at third base. Now from the stretch, the pitch to Paul Shaw is a 3-5 right-handed ball. A base hit and the game is tied. 2-star single. Warner rounds and heads into third with the winning run, potentially. And Paul Shaw comes through with a huge clutch RBI single here. And it's all tied up. Oh my goodness. And here's Satriano now. Satriano trying to pick up the runner at third. Either that or we're headed for extras. Fans on their feet. Klein checks the runners. Now comes to the plate. 3-6, and he walks him to load the bases. Oh my goodness, and now we'll have a pinch hitter. Holy crap, the bases are full of halos. And we'll have a pinch hitter for Lee. Let's see what's left on this bench. A lot of players used in this game. I know who we're going to send up there. Perfect guy for this situation. It's going to be the prankster himself, Mr. Jay Johnstone. So Jay Johnstone comes to the plate in the bottom of the ninth with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Jackie Warner at third, representing the winning run. And Casanova's out to the mound again. Don't know what they're doing now. The umpire's breaking it up now. and Casanova settles in behind the dish. Okay, Johnstone standing in from the left side now. Klein gets the sign. Full windup with the bases loaded, and the pitch for Joe Johnstone is a 3-6 right-handed grounder to short. Brinkman to Hamlin, and we're going to extra innings. Brinkman tosses to Hamlin, gets the force at second, and that will do it. But the Angels tie the game dramatically on an RBI single by Paul Shaw. 1 run, 2 hits. Bases left full, however. And we're going to extra innings here. Problem for California now is they're going to need their 6th pitcher of the game. Right, left, left, do. They're going to go to Clyde Wright. After Wright, I would have to go to a computer-only card. We do have a couple of right-handers, Jorge Rubio and Ed Sukla, available if needed. However, neither of them pitched in this game in real life, so we're going to try to keep it to carded players here. Clyde Wright, the last available carded reliever in the Angel pen. And I'm going to take a short break before we go to the 10th inning. Another package delivery. Okay, we're back. A rather busy day for me. I'm not used to that. I'm not expecting anyone to feel sorry for me as a life of a retired man, right? But it has been a busy day. Are the beers? They should be, right? Oh my goodness. It'll be Frank Howard, Jim King, and Dick Nen to bat in the 10th. Clyde Wright coming on to pitch for the Angels. Clyde in the replay so far has been in 5 games, all in relief. He's 0-1, but with a sterling 1.29 ERA. The 2 batters after Howard are both left-handed. Not a lot left on the bench here for Washington. They've got Savarin, who can play just about everything except catcher and first base, which is what we need him to play, frankly. Okay, it's Howard to lead it off. Howard 1 for 4. Clyde Wright ready to work now. Gets the sign from Satriano. Here's the windup and the pitch to Big Frank. That's going to be a 5-9 right-handed. It's a grounder down to short. Fregosi has it. Throws to Seaborn, and there's 1 out. We haven't had an extra inning game in a while. Here's King, the right fielder. Not the best matchup for King. He still does have power against lefties, however. King with 6 home runs on this season. He's going to bat. Left on left as Clyde Wright delivers on a 3-2, and he loses in ball 4. And the go-ahead run is aboard with 1 down. King not a threat to steal. Well, not really. That 320. You know, some people look at that 20 and think, oh, man. But, yeah, I mean, you've got almost as much chance of being picked off as you do of getting the lead. It's a fool's errand. Nen is the one what to do with. From Washington's perspective, I would like to bat for Nen here. They don't have another first baseman. And see if anybody else could move there. McMullen could move to first, which means Savarin could come in and bat and play third, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to pull out all the stops here. Dick Nen has been called back, and switch hitter Bob Savarin pops out of the dugout. Savarin would remain in the game at third base with McMullen going to first. Switch hitter batting right-handed against right. Savarin on the season, .231, just 3 for 13. Does not have a home run. In fact, he's a weak both ways. Right from the stretch, delivers to Savarin. 1-6, base hit into center field, and it's an open single. King can try to go to third. Let's check this again. To Cardinelli's a -2. King a 12, -210. He will hold up. Station to station for Washington here in the 10th. Savarin comes through, however, with a pinch hit single. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position with one away. Here's Ken Hamlin, now the second baseman. Ken is 0 for 4 on the afternoon. Right in a bit of a jam here. First and second, one down. Gets the sign from Satriano now. Here's the pitch to Hamlin. 3-12, lefty, grounder to second base, smothered by Knopp. His only play is to first, and both runners move up. So 2 down. King to third, Savarin to second, and it will be up to Casanova. Casanova's 0 for 4. Facing a left-handed pitcher now. Right checks his runners. Now comes the set into the plate on a 4-12 right-handed base hit into left field. It's an open single. The tying run will score. Savarin can try to score. It's to left. Reichard a +1. Savarin a 15 with 2 outs. 17 +1, 18. He's coming. Throw to the plate. He's in there, and the Senators take the lead on a 2-run single by Casanova. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Talk about drama. And Franklin had it pegged all the way. Let's look at Klein now. He's rated 3 for endurance. Should Klein hit? Runner on first, 2 down. California will have the top of the order coming up. We're going to let Klein try to close it out. He's a 1. So we're going to need a new hitter's card. If there was a runner in scoring position, I would definitely hit for him. But with a runner on first and 2 down, and the bench very thin, Camille and Blasingame, the only players left on the bench. And they might need Camille to catch. Who knows? Depends how long this game goes, I guess. So Klein's going to hit. He's a right-handed batter, 1W. Right comes set, delivers a 1-8, and strikes him out to end the inning. The Senators, however, plate 2 on 2 hits and leave a man. And they take an 8-6 lead to the bottom of the 10th. So Klein will get another chance to hold on to it. Not for a save this time. He's pitching for the W now. That's a valid question, Mike. largely because he's the best they have, and they don't really have much in their pen. The other guy that pitched in this game that I would have considered would be Dick Lines, the left-hander. But then I thought, well, do you really want to bring in a lefty to pitch to Cardinal, Fregosi, Knopp, and possibly Reichart? Here's Cardinal to lead things off. Klein gets the sign from Casanova. To wind up the pitch to Jose on a 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. That's Frank Howard making the catch for the first out. Remember, normally Howard would be out of there for a defensive substitute, but the Senators just don't have anything left on the bench. So here's Fregosi with one down. Jim 1 for 5 today. Klein set now. The pitch to Fregosi on a 4-5 pops him up on the left side. That's Brinkman to make the catch. And they're down to their last out, and that will be Bobby Knopp. Knopp 1 for 4 today. Senators rallied for 2 in the top of the 10th. 1 out away from procuring the victory is Klein as he comes into the windup. The pitch to Knopp on a 2-7, base hit up the middle, and there's life in Anaheim. Knopp with a 2-out single, and the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Rick Reichart. Reichart has some pop. Reichart has 6 home runs on the season. 0 for 4 today, was hit by a pitch in the 7th. Tying run at the plate. 8-6 Senators. Klein from the stretch. Pitch to Reichart on a 6-7. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left. 8-6 the final in 10. Point taken, Mike. I felt that, he really didn't pitch badly in the 9th. He was sabotaged by an error. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a valid point. But it stands. Finals 8-6. Klein goes 3 innings, picks up the win. That makes him 3-0 out of the pen on the season. The loss goes to Clyde Wright. I don't think Clyde has a decision. Let's double check it. He does. He was 0-1, so he's 0-2 now. And I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday. This is going to be a real mess to enter into the Windows game manually, I'll tell you that. Klein in 3 innings allowed 3 hits. One run, it was unearned. He walked 1 and hit 1. And struck out 1. Wright in his inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and a K. So the totals on the game: for the Senators, 8 runs on 7, 8, 10 hits. They made 1 error. For the Angels, 6 runs on 12 hits. They made 2 errors. And they were both costly. Chief Spokane player of the game. We're going to have co-players of the game once again. We're going to split the vote between Fred Valentine and Ken McMullen. Valentine on base 4 times with 2 steals and scored 3 times. McMullen drove in 5 runs. Lots of home runs in this one. 4 in total. 1 on the Washington side. McMullen a 2-run shot. 3 home runs for the Angels, 2 of them by Jackie Warner. His 8th and 9th of the season, which gives him the American League lead. Tomorrow there will be no game. It's Saturday. I'll be back on Sunday, where I will feature the Boston Red Sox at the Kansas City Athletics. Pitchers in that one are going to be Jose Santiago for the Red Sox and a young Catfish Hutter for the Athletics. So please join me for that one. Meantime, hit that like button for me on your way out. Appreciate it. Spokane Steve wishing you all a pleasant evening, and hey, have a great weekend, guys. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. So long for now.